Hello there. So, it was getting dark and I definitely wanted to get this video out. A shout out to Gerard's Horticulture. Please check him out. He has a really cool channel. It's fun and easy and really nice cool plants that he shows and gives really good information. Gerard's Horticulture requested that I do a tutorial on how I put my plants into planters that don't have holes, and you can do this with any size. I only use this pot as an example so that you could see how I do it. I usually like to use box cutters or like a razor and just kind of like poke holes into the styrofoam. And of course styrofoam would be better because it doesn't break down like cardboard does. Feel free to play around with your styrofoam inside of the bottom. You're gonna have some gaps, but that's where building up your soil helps out. And you also want to build your soil based on what your plant needs. So maybe some plants you want to be pot bound, then you don't have to have as much soil at the bottom. But if you want to give your plant roots more room to grow, then definitely fill your soil according to those needs. So here we go. Yeah, so I'm a messy planter at times. I'm a messy planter, I said. Well, that's kind of an interesting thought. Yeah, I am. I'm a messy vessel sometimes, and I have fun. Soil gets all over, and I just kind of go with it. So, as you saw on the bottom, you can still see the carton a little bit. I'd cover it more than that, because I'm not interested in the plant sitting exactly on the styrofoam. However, there may come a time or two that it happens, It's what it is. And when it's time to repot, then you would just take it out. And I guess you'd find out what's going on at the bottom. This is my croton. Some people call it a croton. My mouth wants to say croton, so I call it a croton. And this container, it was definitely root bound, and I decided to use this as an example. I know some people don't like them. They say that they're just way too much, but I'm starting to really give this plant unconditional love. It reminds me of an island plant, and they're pretty hardy. They can apparently handle freezing temperatures, so I think I'm gonna put it outside. Although it's not freezing, we're actually going to be experiencing about 78 degrees today in February, beginning of February. Yep, no container, just my hands. That's how I work sometimes. Just depends on whether or not I have time, or I'm just in the mood, or if the little one's running around and I just didn't prepare myself. So I just kind of go with the flow. So I'm just doing a little backfilling if I don't have any room, kind of work with my legs. So here I go with my big old juice jug that I use for my distilled water, or water that I actually have sat out from the night before. She was pretty dry and limp. It took her a minute to perk up. I did prop her up with a little paintbrush stick. I hope you all enjoy.